The following are not valid arguments for theism.
What if there really is a God, and you risk going to hell if you don't believe? Isn't it better to just believe, just in case?
This is known as Pascal's wager, and is about the lamest argument any theist can ever use, for two reasons. Number one, which God should we then believe in? Is Allah the true God? Is Yahweh? Or maybe Odin or Thor? Number two, if there really is an omniscient God, do you really think he would be fooled by this kind of fake just-in-case belief? Hardly.
Atheism kills.
First off, there is no evidence to support this claim. There's plenty of evidence to support a claim that communism kills, but this has little to do with atheism. And again, just for a change, even if this was true, it would have no bearing on God's existence or non-existence.
Atheism leads to immoral behaviour.
This, of course, because there is no higher power to hold you accountable for your actions. I have addressed this in several previous videos, but let me just state in this particular context that even if this argument was true, which it isn't, it would still not prove God was true or false.
If there is no God, why can't we just do as we please?
This is essentially the same argument as the one mentioned above about immoral behavior, and it still has no bearing whatsoever on the truth value of God.
People need to believe in something.
This is the most arrogant argument around. As usual, it has no relation to the actual existence of a god or gods, and as an added bonus, this argument reduces people, usually people other than the speaker, of course, to fumbling idiots who are incapable of managing their lives without the comfort of belief.
Life is meaningless without a belief in God.
This is so obviously idiotic it barely deserves refutation. Even if life was meaningless without believing in God, which by the way I can say from personal experience that it isn't, that would still have no bearing on whether a God or gods actually existed.
You can't explain how the universe began, so God must have done it.
Or,
you can't explain how life began, so God must have done it.
Or to be more generalistic,
you can't explain X, so God must have done it.
This is called an argument from ignorance, also known as a God of the gaps argument. Using it, you have not proved the existence of a god or gods. You have merely shown that humans do not know everything. Except for theists, of course, who have been told the full and final truth by their deity.
Person X believed in God.
The fact that some specific person, regardless of that person's intelligence or education, held a certain belief, has no bearing on the truth value of that belief.
Darwin repented on his deathbed.
Quite apart from this being a lie, the same argument as before applies. Even if he had, it would have had no effect on the truth value of either theism, atheism, creationism, or evolution. So please, do you think you can at least spare us these lame non-arguments? We've heard them all before, they never made sense, and they still don't. They are expressions of your own insecurity in your belief. They're not arguments to support it. Spare us the inane stupidity. Please.